right, guys, welcome to episode 55, our podcast, which is a running focus on how we can help people be better in their business and entrepreneurial life. And what I want to talk to you about today is the power of sales. And I want people to understand, because I think that I was not introduced to sales really until I was introduced to real estate. And please don't, I understand that real estate was very good to me. Real estate was very good to me on the buy side. I owned a ton of properties. I then built a property management company. But from a sales standpoint, real estate is very much your sphere of influence, your warm market. It's just not a lead-based. And if you go, no, man, it is. People fill out leads all the time online. They come in, we call them. I've seen a lot of it, dude. I'm just telling you that, like, it's going to be who you know, who you network with, how you build that business. I did very well as a real estate agent. I sold a lot of property, residential and commercial, a lot of it. 98% of that was the people I knew or the people they knew, the people that they knew, the people that they knew, the people that they knew, right? And it's okay. I did a great job networking, had no problem doing it. What I want to talk about with you today, though, is lead-based sales. I think lead-based sales is the best kept secret in America. I do. I think that for years, people have been pushed away from sales themselves. They push themselves away because they say things like, I'm not a salesperson. I can't do it. I wouldn't be any good at it. Not my thing. I don't like to push people, and then you, like, somebody fills out, and well, before I even go there, let me explain to you how this works. So I don't care what the product is. It doesn't matter. Pick any product. If somebody is online, on social media, obviously direct mail is not what it used to be. Not many of y'all open your mail and look at it at all. So it's not for certain age groups, it would be a waste of time for them to be sending you direct mail. Ads on your phone, whatever it is you're getting that gives you the opportunity to say, hey, you know what? I'd like that product. And then it's not a product that you can buy online. So if you're like, man, I love this song. Okay, I'm going to download it. Man, I think I'm looking at my phone and I'm like, oh, damn, that'd be good. I should get buy this for my water filtration system. That'd be unbelievable. Oh, man, that's a great supplement. I'm going to buy that. I'm talking about a product that when you fill out a lead, it goes to a salesperson. Some salesperson in America purchases that lead, or the company creates those leads, and that's how they get their people to get on the phone and call people up. For me, I wish I had been introduced to that part of sales earlier. Again, if you're in real estate and you're like, man, I'm getting leads and I'm doing well, good. I think that's great. I'm happy for you. I'm just talking about unlimited leads where whatever product you pick that people got to have, like, you can never run out. And there are products out there. You have to find need-based products, right? But the struggle, I think, for a lot of people is there's this old way of thinking of sales, and then there should be this new way. Prior to everything on social media, the internet, education, hell, people were on phones just calling people up. They were going through the phone. I mean, like, there was really no education on the product. Whatever you got from an educational standpoint, the product came from the salesperson. That guy or girl that called you provided you could not go chat GPT it. You couldn't go on internet and go, like, let me look this thing up. Can I buy it somewhere else? So the beautiful part about today's world is information's everywhere. That should have you excited. So if you find products that are good and that people need, and everybody can get the information on it, now what you have to figure out is, why do they buy it from you? And why do they buy it from you over the phone? The answer to that is not, I'm a charismatic salesperson. Oh my God, I could sell, ketchup to a person with white gloves. Like, none of that stupid shit matters, because it doesn't matter. It's over the phone. When people are going face to face, I will agree with you that there was a certain amount of charisma required. I'll agree with that. I think you could create that, but I think it was required because that person was sitting across from a dining room table with you, maybe just them, maybe their family, and there were some things you had to do to get them to go, I want to work with that guy. I want to work with that girl. Like there were things you had to do. Over the phone, that's all removed. That's been removed. Matter of fact, the world changed and about everything went virtual. Prior to that happening, you went to the doctor and you decide if you liked him or her. Maybe you use the doctor anyway because they're close proximity to your house. I don't know. But you were vetting who they are, professionalism. Do you like them? Can you communicate with them? Do you believe that you can share things about you with them? I mean, telehealth, now you get on the phone, do you just talk to people? Whatever you were doing in person, you were able to do virtually. That should excite people that want to make additional income because now all of a sudden every one of us becomes a person that can get on the phone. And honestly, when I say take orders, I mean you're an order taker. You fill something out and get it to me and you want my product. All my job is to call you up and take the order. You've already established you want the product. My job is to call you up and take the order. I'm the order to you asked for this. You saw this online. You expressed interest. I'm the one calling you. It's my job to do this. Here's how many people we get back requesting this on a daily basis, weekly basis. There's a desire for the product. So people usually tend to want what other people seem to want, and it creates a sense of urgency. Here's what I'm going to do today. A process works this way. Boom, boom, boom. No charisma or sales abilities required. You have to go to work. Now you have to figure out what works and what doesn't work on the phone, and how you speak to people and what your tonality is. There's the part of that, without a doubt. But you have to understand there's a lot of people out there doing really well in sales. And when you hear the word sales, it breaks my heart that so many people hear it. And then there's people that are doing this over the phone, making sales because they're filling orders, and they'll convince you how great they are, which pushes you out of the industry. The irony of sales and sales teams and organizations and agencies is the worst thing to happen to sales teams, and why a lot of them don't grow, is the top producers. When I got into real estate, which was not lead-based for me, but I was number one person in my office. When I was selling windows, roofing, I was number one. When I was selling waste management routes, I was number one. When I was selling life insurance, I was number one. And I'm not doing it to be like, oh my God. But none of those things did I ever say you couldn't do it. I actually knew everybody could do it. I just worked harder than most people. I made changes to my process throughout. But also, even if I believed, which I did not believe, but even if I believed, man, I'm just so good that this team, these guys in my team, man, they won't be able to do it as good as me. Even if I believe that, why would I say that? Wouldn't I be speaking negativity into you? And why would you want to work with me? So a lot of top producers are really busy, with all due respect, if you're one of them, pontificating about how great they are. So now I'm on your team and you're like, I don't care what you're selling. I made 15 sales this week. And what the product you're selling, 15 is a lot. I go, man, what'd you do? Dude, I'm just good. And then when people tell you you're good, you go, yeah, you never stop me. Like, yeah. Yeah. And then you see sales agencies and organizations just kind of, there's a lid. They can't go any higher. They can't go any higher. You're taking your ego. But if you can humble yourself and everybody believes in themselves, the whole thing, it becomes exponential from a growth standpoint. So you really have to ask yourself, is sales for me? Do I believe, like if you're in sales right now and you're trying to build a sales organization, do you believe everybody can sell the product you're selling at a high rate? Most of you are going to say no. You might say yes, like, no, I believe that. But in your heart of hearts, you don't believe it. You believe because you've experienced some people that haven't had success, you believe that people can't do it. You do. And then they don't even know that you don't believe in them, but there's something they can feel. It's subconscious because you don't. Now, why don't you believe that? Because you hired 10 people and 10 of them got started. No, let's be 7 of them got started. Okay? 7 of them got started And after a month, 2 of them made sales. Then you go, well, see, only 20% of the people could do it. I go, no, only 20% of the people chose to do it. Anybody could do it. Like, you don't walk around and go, man, nobody can get in good shape. We can get in better shape. We choose not to do it. It's not because we can't. We choose not to. We're like, cheesecake, workout, cheesecake. I'm not like, we choose to do that. That's a very, very conscious decision. So what you start doing is you start, every time you get these 8 out of 10 that didn't do it, you start going, it chips away at you. I just say to myself, people are people are people. Some will, some won't, and so what? Meaning, I want everybody to win. Why would I not want everybody to win? I don't hire anybody hoping they don't win. I want every single person that I hire to win at a high level. Of course I do. It'd be delusional not to. But when they don't succeed, I don't go, wait a minute, this won't work for people. It's like, it's working for me, and I'm a person. I see a bunch of other people it's working for. Or do you not want to do the work? Or lastly, are you like, dude, I can't take the rejection. I get them going and I get them started, and then they don't do what I asked them to do, and they didn't do this and they didn't do that. It's like, yeah, how do you think people build businesses? I mean, thank God, God doesn't look at us that way. You know what? Every one of them is a sinner, and then, man, they make mistakes, and I just give up on people. They can't repent. And I'm not asking any of us to be God, because that's wrong to even think that way. But can we have some more grace for ourselves, our business opportunity, and the people that we bring in? Sales is the greatest occupation in America. Nobody will convince me otherwise. You can make your own schedule. You can work as hard as you want to. The income is ridiculous. And I don't want to say it's uncapped, like you can make any amount of money in the history of the world. You can make a lot of money. You get to provide people products they've actually asked for, so it's not near that frustrating. You can do it from wherever you want as long as you got a phone. You could be at your house. You could be on vacation. You're like, I'm going to take, a day today to make some sales to pay for the vacation. You could be visiting family, and you could take a chunk of time. And you could be doing anything in today's world. You just have to be willing to get uncomfortable and let other people get uncomfortable. And you have to embrace the fact that you're going to have a lot of failure. And I think that's what you have to understand is what kind of failure you're looking to have. If you knew that if I told every single person on here, you'll go 3 months, 90 days, and you'll have a lot of no's. You'll hire people that won't do anything. You will have a lot of no's when you're trying to make sales. I can go through all the things you're going to deal with. But at the end of 90 days, I guarantee you, okay? I guarantee you success at whatever number. Every one of you would go through the 90 days. It's not the 90 days. It's that every day in the 90 days, we start to talk ourselves into the fact that we can't do it. But if I could embed in your brain that after 90, as long as you do everything after 90, you'll be good. If I could embed that in your brain, and there's that light at the end of the tunnel, it's not the rejection that's killing you. It's not the ups and downs. You'll be fine with that. You can handle that. That's easy. The fact of the matter is that it's the frustration, because every time somebody doesn't do what you want them to do, you start to second guess, can people do this? And more importantly, can I do it? Can I do this? Can I be successful doing this? And man, when you start thinking that way, that overwhelms you in general and everything you're doing on a daily basis. Yeah, I'll go do that, but I'm pretty sure at the end of the day I won't be able to do it anyway. Yeah, I'll go hire some, but I'm pretty sure at the end of the day they're not going to do anything anyway. Yeah, I'll try to build this thing, but I'm pretty sure at the end of the day I can't build it. My thought process was, I don't know how many days it's going to be. I see people that fill out leads. That means I have real buyers. I see a product that is need-based, so I'm in there. I see unlimited lead potential, which means I can hire anybody around the country. I hear that 50, 60, 70, some odd percent of people admit they're living check to check. They need some extra money. So the ability for me to hire the world is there. I see the ability to make a significant amount of money commission-based, like commission-based sales, from everything I read, is the highest paid occupation in America. So I look at all that, and those are all the pluses I hold on to on a daily basis. Okay, so the day didn't go well. So what? Who cares? I got all this stuff over here. I have a business model that's going to work. I just don't know when it's going to pop, when it's going to move, when it's going to grow, when it's going to have down days, up days. I don't know any of that. And at the end of the day, you have to start to see it that way. What prohibits people from having exponential growth? Their mindset is minuscule. And if they have some success, sometimes they lose their minds and start telling everybody how great they are because they think their business is a platform to tell everybody how great they are. But people that tell you how great they are don't tend to create successful, great people in their business. They just tend to tell you how great they are. I wasn't looking for people to tell me how great they were. I was looking for people to tell me how great they could make me at what they were doing. That's the power of building a sales team. Become one of the top producer, and then tell every single person you meet that they can have the exact same result you have. And if that hurts your ego, that's your problem. If your entire validation is built in your sales ability at your organization, that's your problem. The good news is you can change it today. You can make that decision. What's it take to be a great salesperson today in America? Nothing. Sorry, nothing. Now, what do you have to do? What does it take? Nothing. What do you have to do? What does it take? You have to be, no, you don't have to be able to sing. There isn't anything you have to be, actually. What do you have to do? You have to work your ass off. You have to deal with a lot of rejection. People are going to say no. You have to be able to change fast. You made 10 calls. It didn't work this way. You heard somebody else do it. You saw some training. He or she's doing it this way. Change fast. You have to be willing to wash, rinse, repeat. It won't be the most exciting thing you've done in the world. You'll be on the phone. You'll go from loving your phone to being like, man, I hate picking up my phone. And then you'll fall back in love with your phone again for different reasons. Like you love it personally. You're like, man, I'm doing all this on my phone and it's taking up my day and I'm doing this and I'm watching this on social media and I'm checking this out and I'm reading this news article and look what I'm doing over here. And then you'll be like, I'm on my phone and it's driving me crazy. And then you'll be like, oh my God, I love my phone because it makes me so much money for me and my family. And then you'll love it for those reasons. But it doesn't require. So who's precluded from being a good salesperson? Nobody. There isn't anybody watching this today that can't be great at sales. If you want to tell yourself you can't be, that's fine. I'm not gonna stand in your way of your I'm just not. If you want to speak into your life that you can't do something, that's on you. What do you want me to do about it? I'm not trying to be rude. I'm here for you, but after a while, I'm like, dude, I just don't want to hear it anymore. Quite honestly, it's not because I want everything to be perfect. Everything's not like, sunshine all day long and rainbows. I get all that. But I also don't need to hear about how you can't do it when you can do it. You're not willing to do it. Great salespeople, when they don't have success or when they've not done the things they're supposed to have done, and great sales managers go, I just didn't do it. I didn't do this one thing or these 5 things, these 37 things, and that's why I didn't have success. And then people that don't make it as independent salespeople and sales managers go, I can't hire that many people. I can't make that many sales in a day. I can't get that many people on the phone. I can't get them to understand the product. I can't stand listening to them anymore. I can't tolerate the way they talk to me. I can't deal with this anymore. If that's the language you speak, you're dead in your tracks. That's not what I spoke. I loved my opportunity today to grow. I'm connecting better with the clients because I know they fill out a lead and I know they want my product. I'm getting better. I'm really enjoying making the sales. Even though they're fewer and further between than I want them to be, I can't wait. I'm really excited about the fact that everybody in America could do what I'm doing, and I'm excited there's an unlimited amount of people where I can change their lives. I'm excited to watch them grow through the process I'm going through now. I love this because every ounce of setback, failure and no is helping me build me into the businessman that I need to be. I'm appreciative for this opportunity. I thank God because he woke me up this morning, which means I have another shot, and I'm not going to waste any shot God gives me. This business doesn't require talent, but maybe one of the things God's given me is perseverance, and anybody could go ahead and watch that and emulate that and duplicate that. But if God gave me immense perseverance and a really amazing work ethic, isn't it my job to display that for people so they can see it and hopefully they can grasp onto it? And hopefully it leads them into a place of success. That's the difference. Now, if you go, I don't want to do that, don't do it. I'm just telling you that it's your attitude and your activity in sales that will make you successful. It's nothing else. It's those two things. And both of those you have complete control over. What a beautiful opportunity. What are we looking for on a daily basis? We're frustrated about things we don't have control over. Do you have control if you hire somebody in your sales team and they have success? You have an impact on it. You don't have complete control of it. Stop thinking you do. That's why you're frustrated. You have an impact. You make an impact on that. You do not have complete control over it. Do you have control over every client answering the phone when you call? Absolutely not. You have an impact on when you call, how many times you call, all of that. If you send a text message, if you leave a voicemail, you have an impact, but you don't have complete control. Do you have complete control if a client decides down the road to cancel what they've purchased through you? No, you have an impact on it. You don't have complete control. But you have complete 100% control of the way your mind works, the thoughts that are in your mind, the attitude you display to other people. And you have 100% control of the activity. So now we got 100%. Well, then I don't have 100% control of the answer to the phone. No, but you have 100% control if you keep answering, if you keep dialing the phone X amount of hours a day. That's within your control. What a beautiful opportunity. Shouldn't have any frustration or anxiety because you have complete control over those two things. And if you do those two things at a high level, you're going to have success. What kind of success? I don't know. Everybody's not going to have the exact same success. It depends on if you make changes along the way, what you learn. Do you pick up things that you're better at? You're more presumptive with people. They're more comfortable when you're talking to them. Is your tonality better? Are you thinking quick on your feet because you're actually thinking about the client, not all the other stuff in your brain that's going on that's distracting you from the day? Like, how are you actually doing this thing? I really hope that you listen to what I talked about today. If you have any questions or comments, I'd be more than happy to talk to you and answer them. I've been more than happy to help. And every week I'm going to drop a podcast, same time, right here on YouTube, because I want people to understand this idea that all of a sudden, only so many people get rich and only so many people can be great salesmen. Only so many people can be sales managers. And if you're not one of them, you can't be. That's a lie. Stop telling yourself that. And I'm behind the fact that sales is the greatest opportunity in America, and I want more people to understand it. You may not like it. You may not want to do it. But you need to understand it's an opportunity that everybody can participate in and do very well for their families. And I just want more people to understand it. Too many people got into sales, got good, and tried to tell everybody how good they are. I got into sales, got good, and told everybody how good sales was. I didn't get into sales, got good, and tell everybody how good I was. I got into sales, got good, and said, this is so good, I need to tell you about it. The sales opportunity for you and your family. So I appreciate y'all. Again, drop any questions you got in the comments, and I'll do the best I can to answer them when they come up. So appreciate y'all. Have a great week. Thanks.